I sit here in front of you guys, furious at myself, disgusted at myself for making a mistake, adultery.
That confession was only the surface. Behind closed doors, darker stories were unfolding. Hidden recordings suggest Kobe's behavior with women went far beyond adultery. And now, one of those recordings has leaked, changing everything fans thought they knew. Let's break it down.
Kobe Bryant's 2003 Colorado scandal began with a shocking revelation. DNA evidence confirmed forced sexual contact, not a simple misunderstanding. And yet when police first questioned him, he denied any sexual activity, a classic move of denial until the receipts surfaced. Only after investigators presented physical evidence, including blood on his shirt, did Kobe admit to sex but claimed it was consensual. The timeline escalated fast. July 1st, the victim reported the assault. The same day, Kobe had knee surgery. Both underwent medical exams on July 2nd, documenting damning evidence, and by July 4th, a warrant was issued. Kobe surrendered, posting a $25,000 bond as the media storm erupted. By July 6th, blogs and early social media exploded. The NBA's golden boy, idolized by kids and adored in commercials, now faced felony sexual assault charges that could mean decades in prison. On July 18th, he was officially charged, and the contrast was stark. The same man marketed as a role model was suddenly equated with life-altering criminality. The peak of public humiliation came during his infamous press conference, seated next to a devastated Vanessa Bryant, while he admitted to adultery, a moment so uncomfortable it seemed scripted for maximum cringe. The legal nightmare stretched for over a year, with hearings in October 2003 scrutinizing every detail. The defense attacked the victim's credibility, citing unrelated DNA evidence and alleged inconsistencies, while prosecutors leaned on the physical evidence and Kobe's shifting story to prove coercion. By summer 2004, the victim endured death threats and public harassment so severe her mother feared for her life, prompting multiple arrests. In August 2004, she filed a civil suit seeking damages for pain, suffering, and public humiliation, understanding that civil court could provide justice even if the criminal case collapsed. Criticism was swift. She just wants money. Yet supporters highlighted the imbalance when survivors face mega-celebrities with unlimited resources. On September 1, 2004, the criminal case collapsed after the victim refused to testify, exhausted by threats and public exposure, and Kobe's subsequent non-apology carefully admitted perceived wrong without admitting guilt. The civil case concluded in March 2005 with a secret settlement likely exceeding $2.5 million. But the Colorado scandal was merely a chapter in a broader pattern. Kobe's relationship with Vanessa, which began in 1999 when she was 17 and he 21, had red flags from the start: power imbalances, disapproving families, and a wedding without a prenup in April 2001. Despite public appearances of a perfect celebrity marriage, expensive gifts, children, and red carpet smiles, behind the scenes his infidelity continued, culminating in Vanessa's December 2011 divorce filing, citing irreconcilable differences but fueled by Kobe's serial cheating. Reports suggested over 100 women, including former Lakers cheerleader Vanessa Curry, Playboy model Jessica Bushiaga, and Kim Kardashian's associate Carla Diello, were involved, with teammates' wives informing Vanessa because Kobe bragged openly about his affairs. Strategically timed after their 10-year anniversary, Vanessa's filing gave her leverage over Kobe's estimated $150 million fortune, with no prenup to shield him. The revelation sent shockwaves through sports and social media, exposing Kobe not as the redeemed superstar he had tried to portray, but as a man whose private life was as scandalous and unpredictable as any headline could capture, leaving fans and critics alike reeling from the depth of betrayal, deception, and humiliation that had unfolded over more than a decade. After admitting to cheating, Vanessa Bryant discovered that the behavior she had hoped was over had actually persisted throughout their marriage, with some sources even suggesting that stress from the 2003 Colorado incident may have contributed to a miscarriage, compounding the trauma with public embarrassment, private betrayal, and potential pregnancy loss. Their divorce proceedings became a media spectacle, dissected online, with Vanessa fighting for joint custody of their two daughters, Natalia and Gianna, and financial security, while Kobe risked losing half his fortune without a prenup. Yet in a surprising twist, January 2013 brought reconciliation. After over a year of separation and legal battles, the couple announced they were back together, leaving observers divided. Some skeptical that money had motivated the reunion, others hopeful that genuine forgiveness was possible. In the years that followed, Kobe leaned into a rebranded girl dad persona, coaching Gianna's basketball team, advocating for women's sports, and welcoming two more daughters, Bianca in 2016 and Capri in 2019. But the internet never forgets, and discussions of his 2003 case resurfaced in 2017 amidst the rise of #MeToo, with comedians like Dave Chappelle making controversial jokes. Jokes that underscored how victim-blaming narratives had seeped into popular culture. The pattern that emerged across Kobe's relationships painted a picture of serial infidelity enabled by wealth, fame, and celebrity culture, highlighting broader societal issues of privilege and accountability. Then, on January 26, 2020, the world was blindsided. Kobe, 13-year-old Gianna, and 7 others perished in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, sending shockwaves across every platform, from Instagram to TikTok. Tributes poured in, yet some journalists and survivors immediately revisited his past, reigniting debates about how to reconcile grief with accountability. Washington Post reporter Felicia Sonmez faced harassment for linking to a 2016 article on the assault allegations, while actress Evan Rachel Wood's tweet labeling him a rapist alongside being a sports hero ignited fury, revealing stark divides in how communities process celebrity deaths and past misconduct. Vanessa herself found the timing jarring, and public discourse exploded further when CBS journalist Gayle King interviewed Lisa Leslie, whose defense of Kobe sparked massive backlash amplified by poor editing and social media outrage, with Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, and others weighing in. Even as discussions intersected with cancel culture, celebrity accountability, and the Warner Brothers biopic controversy, Kobe's advocacy for women's sports and his coaching of his daughter's team complicated the narrative, leaving the world grappling with a legacy that combined extraordinary athletic achievement, familial devotion, public reconciliation, and an enduring shadow of controversy that refused to be silenced. Some saw Kobe Bryant's post-2003 behavior as genuine redemption, while others viewed it as calculated image rehabilitation. When he entered the NBA straight from Lower Merion High School in 1996, the narrative was overwhelmingly positive. Hailed as the next Michael Jordan for his talent and marketability, the charismatic prodigy seen as the future of the league, though critics sometimes called him flashy or immature. His golden boy image persisted through his early championship years alongside Shaquille O'Neal, but the 2003 assault case shattered that perception, turning him overnight from promising superstar to controversial figure, drying up endorsements, wavered fan support, and eroding his wholesome role model persona. Yet Kobe mastered the art of image rehabilitation, systematically rebuilding his reputation from 2003 to 2010 through relentless excellence, strategic branding, and the creation of his Black Mamba persona, psychological armor that allowed fans to separate the player from the man, culminating in championships in 2009 and 2010. His late career and retirement phase from 2010 to 2016 added layers to public perception, as he earned respect for overcoming injuries like the torn Achilles in 2013 and his farewell tour in 2016, climaxing with a 60-point final game, painted him as a warrior who had given everything to basketball. Post-retirement achievements, including an Oscar for Dear Basketball and advocacy for women's sports, further reshaped his image, but it was the tragic helicopter crash in January 2020, claiming Kobe, his daughter Gianna, and 7 others, that catalyzed the most dramatic shift: widespread reverence, mythologization, and a focus on his devotion as a father. Social media discussions exposed the ongoing complexity of his legacy, with some arguing that tragedy should silence critique, while others insisted that full assessments must reckon with both achievements and documented harm. By 2025, Kobe remains polarizing yet predominantly revered, with cultural relevance cemented by record-breaking memorabilia sales. A Michael Jordan/Kobe Bryant card fetching $12.9 $32 million in August, and continued commercial impact through Nike releases and card sales totaling over $15 million in the first half of 2025. His story exemplifies the fluidity of celebrity reputations, demonstrating how extraordinary achievement, public controversy, strategic image management, and tragedy can intertwine to create a legacy that defies simple categorization.